happening, FreeGang? We are coming to you live.
But not live.
From beautiful nature, this beautiful forest, as we have a beautiful announcement. Yes.
Can I say it?
Yes, go for it.
Say it?
We're finally announcing it.
Jamie has had the baby.
Like, it was a lot of you guys were asking after that last video when we let you know that she'd been having these kind of contractions which weren't labour. And a lot of you were going, I bet by the time this video comes up, the baby will be here. And it was probably the day after, wasn't it?
It was that night.
It was later that night, yeah.
So yeah, the baby was £7.7, a little girl. I think most of you know that already. She has a name which we'll share with you in a minute because we want to share with you the meaning. She has the most beautiful name and the most beautiful meaning to her name as well.
But first we'll just kind of talk through basically what happened, wasn't it? Because Jamie had been, like we said, she'd been feeling this way for a good month now, when she'd been feeling contraction pains. They'd be there for a certain amount of time and then they'd go away and they'd be infrequent. And it was really helpful. So many of you guys shared with us your experiences or experiences of family members who've had the same or very similar.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, guys.
Yeah, because we never heard about that, had we? We thought that sounds like labour, but it wasn't. Yeah. And then when labour did come, Jamie knew, because it was a lot more intense. It
was very, very intense, and it didn't actually go to the sort of plan that Jamie had. She had a birthing plan which she was having a home birth. Sorry if I'm looking over there, Jojo is playing with his friend at the moment, so I'm just keep checking on them every few minutes. So yeah, she was due to have a home birth, and she called me at 3 in the morning and she said, Mum, I'm having contractions every 2 minutes, and we stayed with her on the phone for a bit. And
yeah, she was in a lot more pain though. It was very, very different, noticeably different.
You couldn't speak to her in the middle of
the other times when she was having these kind of like fake labour contractions, she could kind of like talk through and was even a bit giggly at times. But this was very different. She was in distress and pain, wasn't she, a lot?
Yeah.
So we knew something else was going on.
So I made the decision to go straight to her. I travelled in the car to Jamie's house and I had her on the speaker the whole time, and we were doing the breathing together over the phone. When I got there, Jamie was telling me that actually there was no home birthing midwife on duty that night for some reason.
Different times they have like them on call, don't they?
Well, I spoke to the hospital. They said that their shift starts at 8.
Right, so they wouldn't be able to get there until about 9 maybe. Yeah,
and I thought, if she stays here, I could end up delivering this baby.
Because the plan was that she was going to have a water birth. He had a pool and everything ready at home. You were going to be there as a birthing partner with her actual partner, Aiden.
So yeah, I think Jamie thought it was best that she go to hospital. So I took Jamie and Aiden to the hospital, and luckily I covered the seat in a pad and some plastic and a blanket, because just as we arrived at the hospital, Jamie's waters broke in my car,
which just confirmed that this was the real deal. This was actual labour.
The loveliest part is because of these contractions have been going on for so long, like they both weren't sure if it was actually it.
I think they both got really impatient and just so confused that for about a month she's been having these feelings. They think the baby's coming and then nothing happens, and they just were left in limbo for so long.
Yeah.
And so this confirmed this was the real deal.
Yeah, and so I said to them both, I said, this is it now. I said, it won't be long. I said, your baby will be born today, okay? And they were both, I sort of left them both smiling, and that was really nice. Unfortunately, I couldn't go in because it was that you were only allowed to have one person, and of course that's going to be Aiden. So
yeah, I think you had already discussed this beforehand, that if it did end up where they had to go to hospital, it would be Aiden there.
Yeah, of course.
And you just hung around in the vicinity of the hospital in case you were needed again.
Well, I just hung around. I went to a Tesco's and just like go and bought some snacks and things like that, and just camped out in the car for a while. Then Aiden spoke to me and he said that I think she was only 2 centimetres dilated, and I thought to myself, I wouldn't be able to see her today anyway, even if she does have the baby, because she'll be kept in probably overnight. So he said, oh, you might as well go home. So yeah, I went home.
And then later that evening we got an update that she was fully dilated and that she was being moved up to the labour ward to have the baby.
Baby needed a little bit of help coming out. She had to go into theatre. Baby pooped and...
While in the womb still,
Yeah, and I think they were monitoring her heart rate and everything.
And they just wanted to be sure that they had the right setup in case they had to do like an emergency cesarean.
And I think Jamie was exhausted. It was like, you know,
She's hardly sleeping, bless her.
Yeah, it's a lot of factors. So yeah, so the baby needed a bit of help coming out.
And then about 10 o'clock that night, 10:20?
10:20 she was born. And she's so beautiful.
She's just perfect, she really is.
Yeah, I brought them home from hospital, so I got to cuddle her the next day, and then we went over today and you and Jojo got to give her a cuddle.
Yeah.
And I just love her so much.
She's so calm and just peaceful, and and it's just lovely seeing those two really embracing parenthood. I'm really proud of both of them. You know, obviously Jamie's been through, as far as pregnancies go, they're always difficult, but wow, she had the very difficult end of the scale, I feel.
Very difficult pregnancy.
And she just powered through, and then Aidan just standing strong by her side and just doing what he can to make sure she's comfortable. And yeah, I'm really proud of them, because you know, having a child's a big responsibility, and you know, they're both in their early 20s, so they've done really well. And it's just so nice now that her pain's gone, all of her sickness is gone, and they're able to just enjoy being a little family together. Yeah,
he's got time off work as well, so they can just enjoy having time with baby. Yeah, she's just oh my goodness, she's just beautiful. She has a tiny little cut on her eye from the forceps, because they had to use forceps to bring her out. And yeah, so she had some lines down her face, but they've all faded now. And yeah, she's got a little scratch, but that will heal in time. Yeah, I'm just really proud of them all. And yeah, Jamie's breastfeeding, she's doing really well, isn't she?
She's just taken to it really well.
Yeah,
the baby's just taken to it as well, isn't she? They've all just like really fallen into it very naturally. It's so beautiful to see.
So we just dragged Jojo away from his friend to ask you, how does it feel to be an uncle?
It feels amazing.
And how did it feel having a little cuddle with your new niece?
Yeah, she's so cute.
And so you've got to do lots of uncle things now. What sort of things are you going to do with her as she grows up?
I have no idea, but
you can take her to the park.
I mean, yeah.
You got to buy her birthday and Christmas presents.
Obviously.
But it's big responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the FreeGang the name?
Oh yeah, do you want to announce the name?
Yeah, the name of Jamie's baby is Astrid.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful name.
Do you want to tell them the meaning of her name?
Yeah, so Astrid, it actually comes from Norse mythology, and originally the name is derived from the name Astrior, and broken up down it means God beautiful, or divine beautiful. So it's beautifully divine, beautiful goddess.
What a powerful name.
I know.
Right.
There goes Jojo.
There he goes. Yeah, I just love her name so much. It's so beautiful. And her middle name is Sylvia, which is Aidan's grandmother's name. So exciting. I did not, like, I had no idea I'd feel like this.
I know. I had no idea, like when I spoke to her after, and I don't know, I just started getting overwhelmed, because it's like, I was saying to her earlier today, I was like, so this kid that did this has now got your own kid. What?
Oh my goodness. And let me tell you something really cool. Bob sat down with his guitar yesterday, and
he embarrassed me now, aren't you?
Yes. And he just like started freestyling, because he can freestyle really well on the guitar.
Trying to play guitar every day, use it every day just to keep it practice going. And yeah, I just started freestyling. Yeah, and you started freestyling, and he started singing this song all about Jamie and Aidan and Astrid, and then you started to sing about Jamie's life and her like growing up and all the things that we did when she was little and things like that, and it just like, you started crying in the middle of the song. You just started bawling your eyes out. To be honest, I've never been hugely great at freestyling with the guitar. I normally mix the words and the playing up.
Yeah.
But
it's not easy to sing and...
It just flowed.
Yeah, it's not easy to cry and sing at the same time, is it?
Well, I wasn't trying to cry and sing at the same time. I was trying to sing and play the guitar at the same time, which I don't normally do.
Can you do a little video for these guys and play the song?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, and it'll be a really good surprise for Jamie. Upload it on our channel, and then she'll click on it, and then, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Comment below, guys. I think you should do it.
And turn the comments off.
You've got a nice voice. It's nice.
Moving on, but yes, baby Astrid is here. Mum, baby, daddy are all well, and we hope you guys are all well, and we really appreciate all of your kind comments that you've been sending to us, to Jamie. Always so nice and kind with your support for our family, and it's lovely that they've got their own little family now, and they're going to have their own adventures. And
yeah, I feel like this is the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter for her with her own family.
I know, and it's interesting for us as parents, because obviously seeing your kids grow up is one thing, but when they have their own family and they take that step, it's like, wow, it's it's really amazing to see, and mixed feelings really, but
yeah, what a
mostly just happy.
blessing. What an amazing time we're having on this planet. Wow.
This is what it's about, having kids and
it's what it's all
family and connections like that.
Yeah. They just bring you so much joy, they really do.
But that is it where we're going to end today's video, guys. We're really happy to bring you this announcement. It's been quite a while, 9 months or so we've been waiting to announce this, yeah? We've got some exciting videos coming up soon, including a very, very big announcement of a lifestyle change that is going on in our lives. So hit that notification bell if you want to get up to date with what is happening. But this is big, one of the biggest things that may be happening. Maybe not as big as a baby, but it's big still. So stay tuned for that. But that's where we're going to end today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, no matter what is happening in the world, always keep rising.
Keep rising.
Much love, guys.